AITA, for uninviting my sister to my wedding for what she told my fiancé. My male 27 fiancé, female 25, has an obvious permanent burn scar from an accident that caused her mother, her only parent, to pass away from injury. My fiancé had a long recovery, it's been 7 years. The scar is on her collarbone. It goes down her chest but isn't showing. Unless she's wearing scoop/square tops. She often wears hoodies/jackets to cover up. She puts this cream, I don't know what ladies call it, but it's supposed to tone skin color or something? I'm not sure, but my fiancé calls it foundation that is 1 degree brighter than her skin color. I absolutely adore her, she's pretty, smart, ambitious, and the list goes on. What happened was unfortunate and I'm glad she's at peace with herself and more confident. My family love her. How can they not? She's a member of the family. My mom makes sure she takes part in every family function and things like shopping and decorating other things. However, my sister made comments about my fiancé's scar several times. I've called her out on her behavior several times to get her to stop because she was hurting me before my fiancé with her backhanded and insensitive comments. I told my fiancé she had every right to cut my sister out and not deal with her bullcrap, but she has been forgiving and respectful of my entire family. Our wedding is in February. My fiancé went shopping for the wedding dress. This is where the issue started. My fiancé showed the wedding dress to my sister. I didn't see it, but I was told it was a spaghetti strap dress. My fiancé likes this stuff. Anyways, my sister saw it and went nuts. She started criticizing her choice and said that she should have gotten a high neck or a jewel wedding dress to cover up the scar. She argued with my fiancé about it. I went to my family's house and I confronted her. I yelled at her after she told me my fiancé needed to return the dress and get a proper one so that guests won't focus on her burned scar and use it as the topic of conversation and gossip. I told her that she's not invited to our wedding. She isn't welcome to my wedding with this entitled attitude of hers and her insensitivity and disrespect. We argued for half an hour, then I left. In exactly an hour, my mom and dad called and berated me, saying my sister was crying after I uninvited her and that I had no right to uninvite her. She's my sister and was just trying to help out and give an advice and avoid any unnecessary drama at the wedding. My mom said my fiancé can keep the dress but suggested to wear a bridal shawl as a neutral solution. I stopped responding to my mom's calls and texts after that. Family members were upset my sister was uninvited and wanted me to invite her again because this will make family look bad in front of outsiders and guests. NTA. Uninvite anyone who insults your fiancé, emo. I'm definitely standing my ground. This is mine and my fiancé's big day. NTA also, foundation is exactly what it sounds like, a foundation for the rest of your makeup / etc. Usually used to even out skin tones and make blemishes less obvious. If it's a shade lighter, most likely concealer. I did find Op's detailed description of what it was very sweet, as it's shown through how much he values his fiancée and takes interest in her, even just in makeup. Very telling, and very lovely NTA. Same. I giggled at that part. Very cute. I know. He was trying his best to describe it even if he couldn't put a name to it. I think Op's sister needs to take notes. And Op's mother. Right? I'm raging that the groom's mother thinks she has the right to say that the bride can keep her dress. How is that any of her business, or her call to make? Also, I physically cannot believe that she had the nerve to suggest a shawl as a compromise? Like a compromise? As if the mother is concerned that her daughter is genuinely so upset over having to see the fiancé's scar that they need to find a solution to the problem. It's mind-blowing. Mom sucks in a big way too. Original post, you are very much NTA. There is a simple solution for anyone who is worried that catching a glimpse of your fiancé's scar will ruin their enjoyment of your wedding. They can stay the F home. My immediate question after soon-to-be mother-in-law took it on herself to dictate the bride's wedding attire was whether or not soon-to-be mother-in-law and father-in-law were paying for the wedding or the dress. Regardless, original post should tell them that's not how it's going to work and set them straight about it being the bride's day either way. Exactly. Don't know why the fiancé should compromise on her wedding dress. If the mom wants to go to the wedding, she should smile and keep her dang mouth shut. And the sister should apologize. And then smile and keep her mouth shut. Op's fiancé found a keeper. Like he's a catch. I wonder if that cover-up that's made to cover tattoos will work on scars like that. Could be worth a shot. If she wants to wear her dream dress, his family shouldn't get to make alterations on it. It's her dream dress for her wedding. She needs to try Dermablend. They have a body foundation that is killer, hides anything. I wish them both much happiness. She doesn't need to try anything. It sounds like she's at peace with her body, which is all that matters, and she can do whatever she wants with regard to her scar on her wedding day. Tone it down with some light makeup, conceal it completely with professional grade product, leave it on full display, whatever. Obviously, if she chooses a dress that leaves it visible, it doesn't bother her that much, so why is everyone else so concerned? Imagine being so insecure that you were embarrassed by a line in the skin on someone else's body? Op's sister is the worst kind of superficial butthole. Princess Eugenia famously had her wedding dress custom designed to reveal and show off her scoliosis scar, which was such a beautiful display of self-love, self-confidence and self-esteem. Her wedding dress, her scar, her choice. The end. Web link. I think the commenter you're replying to was using need in the same manner a friend might say you need to watch this show. They're not implying it's necessary, but that you might enjoy it. Op's fiancé covers the scar, possibly daily, but possibly not, so I imagine the commenter only meant that if she wants to continue covering it, she might like the recommended product. Oh, and NTA, Op. ETA that burn scars are frequently red or pink and even raised sometimes, whereas Princess Eugenie's scar is very nearly the same color as the rest of her skin. The fiancé may cover the scar to hide the color, but if it's raised it will still be visible even with concealer. You're right, it's entirely possible that they meant it that way, in which case I apologize for responding as such. I was just so riled up on Op's fiancé's behalf from her future mill-and-sil telling her what to do. I was on edge for others adding in more helpful unsolicited suggestions. You're right, that original post did mention she often uses makeup on it already, and she continued to do whatever makes her most comfortable in her own skin. And yeah, burn scars can be more severe in appearance than surgery scars such as Princess Eugenia's. I was more using her as an example to reiterate that it's absurd for others to judge some for a physical flaw of any kind, particularly one that the result of, and probable reminder of, a painful experience in their past. I could easily imagine a scenario where Op's fiancé intentionally chose to have her scar visible as a way of having her mom with on her wedding day. I know original post didn't imply that and I'm projecting here, but the point stands of it being 100%, her choice alone. Edit, a word. Your frustration is absolutely valid. Absolutely, if people were suggested she had to cover her scar I would be furious as well. The example you gave was great. I was only talking about the visible appearance because I didn't want to assume you were familiar with burn scars. Op's fiancé should absolutely present herself however she wants, whether that means covering her scar or leaving it exposed, and she doesn't need anyone's permission to wear what she wants. Especially not from a future sister-in-law who has made critical comments in the past. She needs to rock that scar and not give a F. I second the Dermablend. I have some of their body foundation. It really does work. I have massive scarring across my chest from surgery. It can't cover the raised scars, but it does hide the color of them. This is one of the posts where you can tell the person just really likes the other person, which is really rare, and warmed my heart. I was going to say color corrector, but I guess that's a little different. Color corrector is usually green/yellow/purple and not skin tone. You apply a sheer layer of a color opposite to the blemish you want to correct. For example, put green on top of a red patch, and it neutralizes the color of the blemish. Foundation and concealer are skin tone and are meant to match your skin. Foundation or concealer from the sounds out it. Mostly likely the brand Dermablend with some color correctors. Probably Dermablend. I would like to say that you will definitely make a great husband. And as well a father if you and your fiancé take that road. I hope you have a great wedding without any off family members. NTA. You are a good man who has his partner's back. If your fiancé is comfortable enough in her body to show the scar in her choice of wedding dress, then more power to her. Tell your family they are more than welcome to decline their invitations, and the only unnecessary drama is being caused by your sister and them. They are shallow people if appearance is the only thing that they focus on, and wrong-headed if they don't think your sister should be making a sincere apology to you both. Best of luck on your special day, and I wish you both a wonderful life ahead. NTA. Lamau, did your parents really try to tell you that you have no right to uninvite your sister at your wedding? The audacity is cracking me up. Thank you for standing up for her. Can you get refunded on most of it? Then elope. NTA. Couldn't agree more. Op is NTA, so far removed from TA that he is on a whole different plane of existence. Op, your fiancé needs to know that she is beautiful with her scars. Eventually she will feel better about them and they will just be a part of her, I hope. I have scars and for a long time I tried to hide them. Eventually I learned to live with them, and once I could accept them I got a tattoo covering part of the area. I wasn't trying to hide them, more so turning them into something beautiful. Not saying this is her path, just that with people around her not caring about them maybe she will feel better. Your sister mentioning them all of the time reminds her that they exist, and that your sister thinks she is ugly with them. Hopefully your wonderful fiancé has a fabulous support system. Tell her to rock her gorgeous dress. NTA. Your mom is ridiculous to suggest your fiancé needs to compromise with anyone on her wedding dress. Op is not the butthole, his sister and mother now those two surely are. That rotten apple didn't fall from the tree. We definitely know where Op's sister got her attitude from now for sure. The turd doesn't fall far from the butthole. Perfect. Fortunately the good apple fell a good ways away. Fiancé don't need to compromise with anyone about her own effing body. There. Fixed it for you. Fixed nothing. Both statements are true, mine was simply one immediately relevant to the situation. Op needs to text her back. If mom keeps suggesting ways to cover up the scar then he'll uninvite her as well. This original post has every right to uninvite anyone he wants, and if it takes the mother being uninvited in turn for her to learn that then so be it. Right? I'm sort of appalled that the rest of the family is thinking the sister and mother are in the right. Unless they've heard an incorrect version of things that makes me think poorly of them as well. Right. It's absolutely insane to suggest a bride cover up herself and her dress on her own wedding day. Obviously Op's mom does not love and accept his fiancé as much as he thinks she does. The family should be good with whatever the bride wears. Acceptance and support for the bride is all that matters. NTA, Op's family needs to brush up on the definition of unconditional love. What a small person your sister is. Your fiancé's burn scar is a badge of courage. I work in surgery, and I've done many burn reconstructions. That is no easy road to go down, and your fiancé should be praised for going through all that and coming out the other side with her gracious nature intact. Your sister owes you and your fiancé a huge apology. Your mother can offer one as well. This you factor is childish and reprehensible. NTA, at all. She sounds jealous of the fiancé. Op, does your sister have a history of criticizing or being rude to your girlfriends? I know a few girls that seem to hate any girls their brothers brought home. And I was always put off by them because it seemed like they resented anyone that took attention away from them for even a split second. Also, depending on Op's sister's age, she might just be parroting what she hears at home. That also goes hand in hand with Op's mom asking for a shawl and the worry they will not look good in front of the others. So while they may be acting friendly and comfortable in front of Op, behind his back they may be doing complete opposite. Sister could also be jealous that fiancé seems to be confident with her scar. Sister could have, not to pity her, cause she's a butthole, insecurities that she's not comfortable with and is jealous that your fiancé isn't insecure like she is? I don't know. Your mom even mentioning a shawl seems to raise the question of whether the mom agrees with the sister about her rude comments. Either way, I hope you have a great wedding. No matter what you need to do to make it great. Nah, just shallow. I went shopping a bunch with a sorority sister who had a huge scar from childhood heart surgery. She didn't care and showed it off as a badge of survival whenever she wanted. It's incredible how many people consider scars gross and tackily imply it should be covered so nobody feels uncomfortable. Nope, we'd rather alter our shopping plans than the clothes she wanted. Bye. Yeah, that kind of attitude is gross. Nothing wrong with scars. Lol, I like to think that I'm not this person, but my sister and I have always subjected my brother's girlfriends to heightened scrutiny. Not out of jealousy, but out of a mad love that wants to protect him from harm. I was told that one of them found me intimidating, so maybe I need to dial that back a bit there. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube. And share them with your friends. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. We welcome your comments below. Another of our videos will begin shortly.